Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Yellow. All right, 80. Hey, Sunday.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
3 down. Hey, 15.
Second down 6.
Yellow.
At the 32-yard line.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go play action here on first down. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, get ready. 56, hang on. 56. Tackles. Check 9. Check. Showing it. Hey, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Huntley. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. Here we go on fourth down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Play 56.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, and he completes it to Cohen. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, making someone miss in the open field.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
At the Vikings' 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. No. 43. Echo.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 8. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right. At the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, 56. Check. Set the turn, defense. Set up.
Now a give, right side. Huntley, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, watch it. 56. I'm trying to collect.
Back to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Below Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 4. Yellow. Mike 5-4.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Joker. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Attack! 57. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got it. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Check three. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 61. Max box. 56. Come on. You better bring it. Whip. Watch the whip.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Check 56. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Rip left, rip left. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check, 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 check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Man open, it's Moss complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch. Hey, alert 3.
2nd and 2. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give, right side. Huntley, only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
They went for broke on third down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Go.
Here's second and 8. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out. We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes looking for Cooper. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball back. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He gets it to Sims, complete. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.